the Max as the winner here. So first of all, if you're more price conscious, of course, the iPhone 11 Pro is going to be the better option for you. The iPhone 11 Pro Max right here is definitely $100 more for the 64 gigs, and then it's even more if you go to the 256 gigs, as is the 11 Pro if you go to the 256 gigs on this phone. But overall, it's just a cheaper device. So if you care a lot about price, the 11 Pro out of these Pro devices is going to be your option. If you're super caring about price, it's going to be the iPhone 11, of course. Now, the next win to the iPhone 11, if you're a person who really desires portability and power, the 11 is your choice. Now, while these phones are about the same thickness right here, that doesn't change too much. These phones are significantly different in terms of the width and height. So if you're the type of person who has trouble reaching to the top of the screen on these large devices, the Max is going to give you trouble. Whereas with the 11 Pro, you're really not going to have much of an issue. It's a pretty comfy display to use, a pretty comfy phone to use in general. So really do like that. And I think it lends to it feeling like it's not going to drop out of your hand as much as a bigger device. Although they both do have stainless steel, which means that they both are pretty grippy. And with that matte textured back, they're not as slippery as it may be a slippery regular glass back, for example. Now the Max wins out in battery life, and I'm going to tell you by how much. In actual mixed usage, I'm getting about 2 hours better battery life. And if you're just listening to music or watching videos, you can get quite a bit longer battery life on the 11 Pro Max. Standby is pretty similar on both. If you don't use these, they're not really going to drain. They're going to sip battery life on both. So that's pretty much identical here. But in terms of longevity in the battery life, the iPhone 11 Pro Max having a larger cell should allow it to last longer and also have better health over time. Now, the other win to the 11 Pro Max is the screen size. So when you are, browsing the App Store, going on your browser and just scrolling the internet, YouTube, and playing games, whatever you're doing here on the 11 Pro Max, everything is just larger and more brought to life here on the bigger display. However, that's not always a positive thing for everyone. Some people don't need to be distracted by that large display all day, and the 11 Pro still, if you're not comparing it side by side, still feels plenty big enough. So it's not really a downside to get the 11 Pro because of the display. It only really comes down to, do you crave a larger